For the past 5 years, I think people have been watching me, and I hear their voices. I feel completely violated by them. I started calling them voyeurs. To get away from the voyeurs, I would close my blinds, always lock the door, play the television loud, play loud music when I was in the shower, anything that would drown out voices. This all started shortly after having my daughter. I heard people from a house that was across the pond. I've heard them make comments about my body. Some of these voices would make comments about me breastfeeding my child, saying things like, "It's feeding time." I think that people have figured some way of bugging my home. I know it's crazy to say these things out loud, but in my heart, I believe that it's true.
What is your payoff for embracing the belief that you're being observed?
I don't know.
Do you like the attention?
No. And if they're not real, I'm not really getting attention because nobody's like...
But they are, though. They're giving you,
But they're
I
real
was out
to
of town
you.
a lot. I was working, I was gone, there's nobody there. Your friends weren't coming over to like help raise this baby.
Right.
You wanted a tribe, and so these voices gave you a tribe. And that's why I've always kind of like been like, this is what it is.
Yeah, and I think it started off as me liking the attention when it was like, I felt like I could hear cat calls being yelled at me from across the pond.
What are you getting out of it?
Nothing.
That's not true, or you wouldn't be doing it. You know, the thing I fear most is that people that suffer symptoms that they think in slang terms are crazy, which is a derogatory term that I think causes stigma, creates shame, and people don't want to reach out for help. And that's the last thing in the world I want. If you have something that you feel like is beyond your control, reach out for help, because it's there, whether it's your community mental health center or at your church with some type of counseling. Help is available, and most often, short-term intervention can have huge effects. And if you pick up a crisis hotline, and all of these numbers are on drphil.com, you pick up a crisis hotline, they don't ask your name, they don't pressure you into doing something, they just give you information, they answer your questions. So if you're wrestling with this, don't go it alone. First off, you didn't invent it. I promise you, you're not the only one that feels that way or having those symptoms. Number two, there are people out there that care and will answer your questions, and resources are available. So go to drphil.com, click on the resource section, and you'll see there all the information that you need to get the help. You don't have to spend money to do it. There are support groups, there are community mental health centers that will provide you services based on your ability to pay. So don't say, oh, well, it's great if you can go see a big shot therapist. Not true. It's there based on ability to pay. Don't isolate, don't withdraw, don't go it alone.